Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be covering what are the requirements that we suggest you should have for your internet speed. Now, before we get started, we want to make sure that you are very informed when it comes to internet and Wi-Fi. So what I mean by that, a lot of people pay for a specific download speed, but they're not getting that entire number. For example, if you're paying for 150 megabits per second of internet speed on a wireless connection, most likely you're going to receive half of that. And it also depends what type of wireless device you're using. You got to think about it. Not every device has the same network card or network card standards. For example, if you have a phone and you have a laptop, the network card standards and the network card driver and parts and manufacturer are going to be different. So that being said, if you have, for example, a Fire Stick and you're paying for 150 megabits per second, you're most likely going to end up getting at least 50, maybe 60 megabits per second. So keep that in mind. For this video, we are actually requiring and we really strongly recommend that you at least have a 50 megabit per second wireless speed. So if you know that you're going to be getting half of what you're paying for, technically you should be in the ballpark of 100 megabits per second plan, so that you can at least get half of that. Anything else, you might have some issues where it might buffer, it might freeze up and things like that. Let me give you an example. Here's a website that is suggesting a couple of speeds for specific applications. Now, keep in mind, most of these applications are streaming apps. So for example, Netflix, you got Vudu, you got Hulu, you got Amazon Video, YouTube and so on. Now, the reason why these sites require so little internet speed is because a lot of these things that are on these websites, or these apps, I should say, these servers, are already pre-existing recordings. So, for example, if you're watching a movie, the movie's already recorded. So all you're doing is streaming the movie in bits. As to GTV or any other IPTV service, you're watching live content. So it's very important that you know the distinctions between live content and streaming a movie that's already recorded. So for that purpose, I always require, or at least strongly recommend, that you have at least 50 megabits per second of download speed for IPTV service. IPTV service means internet, TV in a way. As you can tell, Netflix here, they're telling you that for a video that's 720 and 1080p, you're going to require 4 megabits per second. Like I said, those things are for movies that are already recorded on the server. IPTV is not recorded. It's live content that's being streamed over the internet, and that's how you're getting the channels. Now, another thing that I will also recommend, your data usage cap. A lot of companies like Comcast, Cox, Verizon, they have a data cap, meaning that they normally give you 1,024 megabytes for you to spend on a month, meaning on the internet pretty much. So if you're going to be using internet TV with us, which is GTV, you're going to be streaming, like I said, content, on a lively basis. So make sure that if you're not watching television, you turn off your device. Not just turn off the television, but turn off either your Fire Stick, turn off your Fire TV box, whatever device you're using, make sure you shut it off. Now, I'm not quite sure if you could shut off a Fire Stick, but I'm pretty sure if you get a Mi box, you could turn that sucker off. So if that thing is off, you're not using up your data. So make sure you keep that in mind. But that's pretty much what I recommend. 50 megabits per second, which is that 50M on the picture that we're showing you here. And everything should work fine. All right, any questions, please refer to the help area in the main menu. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day.